Hi, everybody. I gotten questions in a PM that I thought I'd answer, so I was just going to go through them and answer them to the best of my ability. Uh, Question number one: how do ticks feel? Um, the When I have tick attacks, those ones hurt. At least from my shoulder and my eyes. My neck's a little sore after. Um, from my normal everyday tick sometimes, but those don't really hurt. Um, when I'm about to have a tick attack, it feels like fiberglass being poured um, from like the center of my chest, and it kind of spreads over. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. It's almost like if you've ever had a rash before, or something like that spreads out. But yeah, ticks. My normal everyday ticks don't hurt um, physically at all. Um, they can be annoying, but it is what it is. But like I said, when I have tick attacks, those ones hurt. My left shoulder blade will kill me afterwards because my shoulder goes back really sharp, like and it hurts in my eyes, and I'm just completely exhausted afterwards. Um, let's see, number two. How do you feel about having Tourette's syndrome? Um, how does someone feel about not having it? I mean, it's just it it can suck, but you have to learn to live with it. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has different you know characteristics about themselves, or nobody's the same. There's no such thing as normal. Um, so um, I mean, I'm fine with it, but I mean, it'd be great if there was a cure, but I know there isn't. Um, do you know anyone else with Tourette's? Question three. Uh, Not in person. Oh no, I take that back. I met one person who has Tourette's, and it was weird because we kind of um, we had to talk to each other via my job, and we kind of did the whole radar thing where we noticed each other's characteristics, and then we both kind of looked at each other, and then I said, "Do you mind if I ask if you have Tourette's?" And he said, "Yeah, do you?" And I said, "Yeah." So it was kind of funny. Um, so we kind of knew where each other was coming from, and that was basically it. We didn't go into any like full blown conversation, but it was just kind of it was kind of funny. Um, we kind of, it was like seeing two cats that, you know, try to, feel each other out or something, but they just know. I don't know if that makes sense. Probably a bad analogy, but question four: are there days when you don't have any symptoms slash ticks? Um, no, I haven't had a day since my ticks have come back. The Tourette's came back a while ago. I haven't had a day where I was symptom free or tick free. Um, the most I'll catch myself if I'm trying to watch a movie, which is hard, and I won't be moving around as much. Well, that's I mean I guess um, there aren't any days where I don't have them, but I mean if I'm playing music, I don't, which I did in the last video. So that's like the only time where I'm perfectly fine, which I don't understand. And I asked my neurologist, and he said that he's seen that before. Where people do certain things, and they don't have them. Just like I don't have them when I'm driving, at least not in my legs. I still have them a little bit, but they're not as bad when I'm driving. I think it's because my brain thinks, I don't know. Maybe it's if you uh, if you jerk the wheel, you're gonna die. So I don't know. Um, How long? Question five. How long are tick attacks? Um, the shortest I've had was I think 6 to 7 minutes, and the longest I had was 39 minutes because I timed it for my neurologist. Um, or I had a friend videotape me. Um, and I had to do separate videos because it just took so long. Question 6 is, how much is medication? Expensive. Um, yeah, I pay a lot even with insurance because I have a high deductible, but it's expensive for my meds and seeing a neurologist and my doctor and um, even therapy. Right now, I mean, as soon as the deductible goes down, hopefully it won't be as much. But right now, it's been very expensive, um, which I just think is ridiculous. It's like anything that's good for you or can help you is expensive. Not in all cases. I mean, like Klonopin, that's like $3, but like certain like drugs that you really need or meds that you really need or really good food that's food that's good for you or just anything I think is ridiculous is the better it is for you or it can help you is more expensive. um, Number 7, does having Tourette's syndrome give you more anxiety? Yes, because anxiety is a part of it, and it does make it a lot it makes it worse because like I said before, where if I'm at work and I have to deal with the public, and I, it's people are for the most part respectful, but other people are not, and just can ask really stupid questions. Um, I had actually argued with a drunk woman who I told her she couldn't be drunk in our family establishment, and she was shaking and moving around, and I said, you can barely stand. You're moving all over the place. And she said, you are too. And I said, I have Tourette's syndrome. Mine's not due to alcohol. And she goes, well, that's still, I don't understand the difference if I'm like, because you're drunk. So you can either leave or the, police can blah, blah, blah. So it's just ridiculous. But, yes, I have more anxiety due to the Tourette's syndrome. Question 8. What do you do when you are having tics in public? My normal tics, I just have them. Um, there's really nothing I can do about it. If someone's got a problem or a question, they're more than welcome to ask me. I'm not. I can't hold still. I can't hold my breath. I've tried that. I just deal with them. If I feel like I'm gonna have a tic attack, which is usually, it comes on pretty sudden, pretty fast. But I can feel it because it starts out, like I said, it feels like fiberglass or sand, but more like fiberglass is being poured. Um, but yeah, so I mean, I pretty much try to go somewhere. Like we have a kitchen at work, or I try to go into my office, or so I try to go somewhere to where I can pretty much just deal with it and let the tic attacks happen. Um, but I mean, I'm not like on the ground or anything like that. But it's as if I'm standing up and I'm having them. Like if you've ever seen like people have seizures, it's like that, but I'm standing up and it's very uncomfortable and it hurts. Question 9. Oh, there's actually 12 questions. No, 11 questions. Question 9. How do you think others look at you when you're having tics? Um, How do you think others look at you when you're having tics? Um, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I can't tell you what other people are thinking. I've had people that are concerned and ask me if everything was all right, or I've had people just totally ignore me, which they pretend like you know. It's okay to like not fully ignore, but if you're that, don't have to stare. You can actually say, hey, how's it going? Or, you mind if I ask, why you're moving so much? Or Like, I don't even care if it's like that. I'd rather be asked than people say, "Oh, you got hiccups, huh?" Or you know, "What's wrong with you?" Or just people that, like I said before, I don't know if they blatantly know how stupid or rude they sound, but you can talk to people if you're concerned. Um, what relaxes you when you're having an attack? I pretty much just try to get through it. I don't really have control over trying to relax during it. It just happens. I just sit there and just wait and deal with it until it stops. Mind races, and my eyes go everywhere and all this. But there's really nothing I can do to try to relax, except breathe, and I don't know, try to keep calm thoughts and just try to just go with it, go for the ride. Number 11, are there exercises to do to limit tics? Um, there's some exercises. I mean, my neurologist was telling me to kind of tighten everything up and then release, and tighten everything up and then release, and try to do that as an exercise. Um, but I find that it hasn't worked that well for me. It has worked a little bit. If I'm having a lot of anxiety over work or something like that, or at home. Um, Other than that, yeah, not really. And yeah, so I hope I answered all the questions you sent in the PM, and appreciate the questions. And if anybody else has any questions or has any other advice as far as answers, besides the ones I said, please feel free to let me know. And I hope you're all doing well. Thanks. Bye.